Darian DeVries to go to, Indiana. So it's a little bit different.
No doubt about it. Here's a jumper on the way, and it's good.
They don't love basketball in Austin. They love the Longhorns. If the Longhorns are in the top 10, they will come out like crazy. But it's really hard for it to be a basketball job because it's a football school. Very similar to Oklahoma. And you better have a personality like Bruce Pearl if you want to turn a play right there. There's pick and roll. Everything looked like it was going to be Usman to the rim and then a little baseline screen for Keller, who has been red hot in the last 2 games.
Yeah, he's got 9 points for the Cowboys in this one. 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from three-point range. Pulling up here and hitting is Chuck.
That was a big shot.
23 points, 6 in the second half. That was a big one, 76-75. Harris for 3.
Eyes up. Schmidt makes a man miss. Long 2. And off the mark, rebound by Keon Ambrose Hilton. Harris, little hesitation, but spoken like a true shot taker. Good hands, broken up by Ambrose Hilton. And SMU coming away. Panthers getting back fast here.
That's a great ATO coming out of timeout for Northern Iowa. Just didn't execute it the way they wanted to. SMU trying to get a Quindo going, but couldn't execute the play the way they wanted to.
10-2 edge for SMU. Points in the paint. Little fade away, but the feathery tumble way out there. How much is that by design from Northern Iowa?
It's a little bit of both. I think SMU is trying to throw different coverages at Northern Iowa and try to see what they can do with it.
Harris the other way. Somehow it's not blocked. Anderson, the ultimate leader for Northern Iowa. He knows it's going to be the final 3 minutes, 47 seconds of his college career. Harris pulling the trigger in the face.
Yeah, there are some key players that went to the Elite Eight last year, but then you've got that core group that wants that taste to the tournament. They also want to get to the ACC Tournament Championship. Clemson has never won this event as a charter member of the league. They've only been to the final twice. Harris into the paint. Got it. It's almost like Clemson ACC record. They won 15 of their 18 ACC games by double digits. And again, was the league down? Yes. Was Clemson great? Also, yes. And they were an Elite Eight team a year ago that has that same capability. Harris, his second field goal. And
game where it felt like at any moment Clemson could pull this thing, stretch it out to a 10-point lead. First 5 minutes is going to be important.
60 minutes of action between these teams this year. Clemson's led for more than 57, and SMU just took its first lead. Their first year in the ACC.
Well, look, you can look at the success and say, yeah, they've won some games. They went to NCAA tournaments, Sweet 16s, you name it. He's also put out ridiculously high-level pros, and that's something he's very proud of, and that's something that certainly matters to today's players.
Chuck Harris around Taylor. Nice finish by. That's the first made field goal for anybody in about 2.5 minutes. Hughes back on top.
Jair Davis has been really good for them. I thought he was terrific yesterday. Another guy plays with good energy, and when he and Lampkin on the floor, they're tough.
Those are the 2 guys with NCAA tournament experience. Here's the 3.
Tried to take a charge, and they blew the whistle and called it a foul. Any play at the rim felt that way, but the wall up has made the game more fun.
Matt Cross, his 3rd ACC team. He was at UMass last year as well. Harris, nice skip, nice shot, and the largest lead.
The block, making it easier for everybody else. Now Iguodala goes to the bench. So you've got an option. You got to get it down low against Ambrose Hilton.
Harris for 3. A deep one.
He ties us at 2. 3 chances there. A lot of energy.
And if Florida State really wants to give themselves a chance, that's how they have to play. They have to be able to create offense from their defense, get out in transition, and try to find easy and early opportunities.
Oh, what a shot. For a much improved 3-point shooter of his own.
So every single year, he's just improved in some area of his game and shooting almost 40% from the 3-point line, and how he can get to the rim. You add that jump shot, improved every single year. He can do it inside and out, and knocking down the triple.
Terrific rebounder as well at his position, averaging nearly 8 a game, top 5 in the ACC. Interior pass, cross, Harris. Drives, muscles his way, layup, count it. He's so strong.
That you say that because every former player that I talked to, we all know about his Hall of Fame coaching basketball career, but none of them even mentioned that. They were talking about the impact they had off the court. They come into Florida State or Kentucky or wherever it was he was at, Miami, you know, maybe an immature young man, but they leave being a mature, grown man and learning about the impact of, you know, having on people's lives off the floor.
And what's
to try to get them a rhythm, and Boopie Miller is a great catalyst for that. Just getting everybody a touch and everybody look to get it acclimated into the game.
Oh, he's got a lot of weapons. This is Harris. Beautiful touch for Chuck. And that is J.J. Starling, 18 points a game.
And he's really the key for Syracuse. When J.J. Starling plays well, he scores about 20 points. And when he scores 20 points, Syracuse typically win victories. I know Syracuse wants to come out here to win, but Coach Autry has to be proud of these guys coming out here and just fighting and giving everything they got to come out with a W.
There is corner three. Here comes
And don't change it up for SMU. I understand you're down 3. Just get the ball inside, create the pressure, get downhill, and make a play.
Hand off to Harris, working on Starling. He's inside. Lampkin doesn't see him. He snuck in.
By Maxime Reyno using his 7-foot frame to challenge that shot.
Chisamak Para off the Stanford bench loses the handle, and Harris in transition lays it in.
It's not just going to be who can outscore somebody. You've got to get some stops, Chris. And these teams are capable defensively. Both teams excellent on the defensive end.
Benny Gieler is also in for Stanford out of that first timeout. Chuck Harris takes him inside and flutters it in.